Helicopter blades still piercing the air.
It just shakes everything and they fly so low.
Rattling the nerves of this Chesterfield woman.
It was green. No words on it from what I can see, no special symbols, but what looked like to be like two guns on the front.
Mikkel Ford tells us they appear to be military choppers flying low throughout the day and night. But the military wouldn't go on record about its recent activity or even take responsibility for the flights. So we got our hands on recent flight logs from Richmond International Airport, which document a nearly 30% increase in military air activity in that airspace alone so far this year. And this is not just happening in Central Virginia. In Miami, for instance, military choppers were seen and heard hovering for days. The same in Los Angeles, with people assuming this was an elaborate military training exercise. Also in Indiana, after seeing military choppers frequently flying, one had to make an emergency landing.
I was like, oh my God, it's going to crash in my backyard.
It was only then that people found out the military was searching for marijuana plants.
I've got a bunch of men with guns and I'm home alone.
But people living near Boston are sure that's not the case in their town. Choppers and planes were seen circling the city of Quincy for 2 weeks, but the FAA won't tell anyone why they're around, not even city leaders.
Specifically asked, well, is it a law enforcement flight? Can we tell people that? He said, no, can't tell you that. And then I said, well, when folks call me, can I at least tell them that it's something they shouldn't worry about? It's something they shouldn't be concerned with. And he said, I can't tell you that.
Back in Central Virginia, the same low-flying chopper activity is occurring a few miles west in Charlottesville.
Something's going on here.
That's where we spoke with John Whitehead, president of the Rutherford Institute, a civil liberties organization.
A government that does not respond to the citizens is an unaccountable government. It's a non-constitutional government.
In his soon-to-be-released book titled A Government of Wolves, Whitehead addresses the issue of low-flying choppers and their burgeoning presence.
What one cop told me, spooky, a leader among police, he said, John, things are getting spooky.
Whitehead says, according to his sources, it's not just training, but says military and police are now working together on more surveillance projects here at home, especially with increasing threats and incidents like the Boston Marathon bombings. Whitehead says these are signs of a developing military state.
Show how the police actually talk in military language, and actually the military is now training some of the SWAT teams in this country. So you're seeing a whole new thing happening. Training exercise overhead, on the ground you have the SWAT teams. So things are changing.
Whitehead believes some government movements should remain classified, but says with so many concerns about low-flying choppers, the government should offer up more details and you should ask more questions.
But just taking it because it happens to be the military or taking their word for it. People lie, I'm sorry.
At night.
However, Ford says she prefers that military activity remain confidential, fearing too much public information could jeopardize her safety.
Then I consider it a good thing. I'd rather us be prepared and knowing that our military and our government is concerned about our safety, not only just securing the city or securing DC, but right here in Chesterfield where it's just little old me.
Whitehead says he is equally concerned about unmanned drones. Now, as for low-flying aircraft, even though you may not get much of a response from the FAA, they still urge you to report suspicious air activity. We have a link to that form on our website, WTVR.com. I'm Lorenzo Hall for CBS 6 News.